MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is Edobray Ramos is on the mound for game 2. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, you know that 5th inning can be an awful demanding inning for a starting pitcher. It's kind of like Wednesday being the hump day during the day of the week. Every starter knows they have to go 5 innings to qualify for a win. He wasn't particularly good in his last one, taking the loss, and I'm sure he's hoping for a much better fortune in this one today.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Hey, Matty V, we're taking a look at a team right here, D-Row. Through 5 games of this homestand, they're 3-2. I know they were expecting more, but they'd like to win this one here today and get that up to 4-2 on this homestand.
Yeah, this is an important one right here. You don't want to go 500 first 6 games, especially at home. On the road, you can deal with it. At home, this is a must-win.
And now a chance to meet the Mets. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Michael Conforto has been a big piece for them. The guy is in the middle of the lineup, and when he's in the middle, things just happen. Guys in front of him get on, he drives them in, and if not, he has the ability to get things started and set the guys up behind him. He's a force.
Tries to drop one down here, but he misses. Strike 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your 2nd out of the inning.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
Michael Conforto is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. And he takes this one high, 1-1. A curveball hit right back at him. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. So a rather pedestrian start to the top half of the first. It's the Mets 0, Phillies coming to bat. You're watching MLB Network. Seth Lugo is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Mets. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt. 5 full innings for this guy in his last one. You couldn't really consider that a powerhouse outing. He was able to get a no decision, but I'm sure he and the team are looking for a lot more in this one today.
First delivery to him on the way. Line towards center field. Cespedes patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. A moment now to check out the hometown Phils starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, one of their hotter hitters has been Carlos Santana. He's got a batting average of over 400 with runners in scoring position coming into this one. I love watching him in those situations because he gets really dialed in. Hopefully we get to see some of that today.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Nick Williams. And as we give you a look at his splits, he's had the better of right-handers this season, no doubt about that. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pulled toward right center field. Cespedes on the move. 2 gone.
Batting third, second baseman, Ryan Goins.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Ryan Goins. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat. A little bouncer. But that one rolls foul. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they come in losers of 7 of their last 10 games, but did earn the victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this road trip's been a little bit of a struggle for this team. First 4 games, they find themselves 1-3, haven't played particularly well. They'll find a way to regroup. They have to find a way to play a little bit more fundamentally sound.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. Phillies down on just 4 pitches. We are still scoreless. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. It's been a rough go for him at the plate as he enters this one with a season average in the 230s. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Tough slider down low for a strike. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Joe McDonald.
You know, you got to take your time and feel Joe McDonald out behind the dish a little bit. He has a tendency to move his zone around, usually settling in those middle innings.
You know, all you ask for an umpire is to be consistent. At times, Joe Mack is a little bit too inconsistent, particularly from a pitcher standpoint.
Now another 0-2. Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5, fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning, keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
First offering on its way. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
Again, another foul ball. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Hate to be Captain Obvious here, but he looks great to begin this start. That's already 3 Ks for him in the first 5 hitters. It'd be awesome to see him keep up this pace.
Frazier, or the Todd Father as he's affectionately called. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Here's a little chopper up the middle, backhanded. And there's one away.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And let's focus our attention on the Todd Father. Soft hands, big-time arm across the diamond, and former home run derby champion. And he's from Jersey. Don't hate.
From the stretch. High pop-up. And Gonzalez will tuck this one away for round number 2.
Batting 6th, third baseman, Pedro Florimon.
Digging in the switch hitter, Pedro Florimon. Trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the 2nd. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Oh, what a pitch to start the at-bat there. It's 0-1.
I mean, this offense has gotten some ugly swings off early. This pitcher is on point right now. He is mixing and matching, and everything's working.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bottom of the 2nd here with no score. This is on the ground over to first. And Gonzalez will take it over himself, and that'll do it. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. And we are tied 0-0. Here's Adrian now. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
But coming on quickly is the left fielder to make the play for the first out. So 1 gone now as we give you a look at where these 2 teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race. Digging in now, Travis d'Arnaud, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there on the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
And another foul ball.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third. So here's the Mets pitcher, Seth Lugo. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3 up, 3 down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Mets go down 1, 2, 3. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Now at the plate, Jorge Alfaro, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Striding into the box, J.P. Crawford. First at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race. Now here's the pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. That gets down, and the Phillies' first hit of the game is going to be for extra bases. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Let's slow this one down and take another look. Great camera angle here, looking straight down the left field line. You see him take that inside route to the ball. His hands stay back, and he goes oppo to find himself at second.
Stepping in now, Edobre Ramos. Swinging a soft liner, and that's in there. Base hit. Crawford is on his way home. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. And this is sent out to Reyes. This could be 2. 1 there. Over to Gonzalez, and they get the double play they needed to get him out of the inning. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Tries to catch him napping, but he missed the bunt attempt. Strike one. A bouncer to the left side. Crawford fields it cleanly. And safe, says the first base umpire, as the throw was too late. Oh, but look here. The manager's up and out of the dugout, so it appears he might opt to challenge that last safe call at first.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about him being safe either, but here's another shot of it right here. Not easy to tell for sure from that shot. Going to be interesting to see what they want to do with this one.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play. Ahmed Rosario stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. Pitch inside, the throw, and it's not in time, so Reyes has himself a stolen base.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt, Manny. The ball isn't carrying well tonight, and we haven't seen any home runs, so sometimes you have to try for something else. Now, with seeing I single could be all it takes to push a run across.
Reyes leads off second with nobody out. 1-2. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. And he checked his swing, but it's a strike three called, and that's the first out of the inning.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Standing in now, Michael Conforto, as he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
Two mid-90s fastballs and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to take a deep breath and pot commit. You're either all in on another fastball or you're finding a way to stay back to attack something off speed.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Into the box, Yoenis Cespedes, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Cespedes, commonly known as La Potencia around baseball, playing up the middle in center field in this one, although he is most often considered a left fielder. Strike 2 on the curveball. 0-2.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Coming in is Williams, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Dan, you find yourself in trouble early, putting guys on base, but then you're able to wiggle out of it, get 2 quick outs. You think you're going to get your team off the field, and with 2 outs, you give up a run-scoring base hit.
You know what happens sometimes, Dero? You lose concentration. You find yourself in a tough spot. You get 2 outs. You think you're just almost out of it, and you lose concentration, and that might have been what happened in that case.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at-bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Drilled to first, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Mets played a run on a couple of hits. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4, all tied at 1-1. Digging in to try it again, Nick Williams. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Right fielder, Nick Williams.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lifted down the line in left.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now, 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Darno has it, but no chance to get him, and he'll take first after striking out. So not the start to the inning he was looking for as he got the strikeout, but the runner reaches anyway. Striding in once again, Ryan Goins. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. Williams aboard here at first with nobody out. Hit hard towards center. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Ready on 0-2. Popped up. Gonzalez over to his right. One away.
The first baseman, number 41, Carlos Santana.
Here's Carlos Santana now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Cespedes is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, third baseman, Pedro Florimon.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Pedro Florimon. 2 men on, 2 away here in the fourth. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Lifted in the air to right field. Bruce has a read on it. And that retires the side. Phillies leave a couple. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. Here's Todd Frazier now. First time up, he went down looking.
Third baseman, Todd Frazier.
Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider. Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next team to score is going to win this thing.
And he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game. Digging in for his second at-bat, Adrian Gonzalez hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. No balls and a strike to count. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Fouled away. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Ramos has a play, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance? Travis d'Arnaud. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Right over the middle, knee high. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Down in order go the Mets. Halfway at the plate, Jorge Alfaro, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the fifth.
Jorge Alfaro.
He's set. Here it comes. Hit the other way out toward right field. And this is taken in out there by Bruce for the first out.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, J.P.
Now at the plate, J.P. Crawford. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Moving under it, Conforto. And that's the second out of the inning.
The pitcher, number 61, Edobre Ramos.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Edobre Ramos. He's set, and the pitch. This one skied out toward right. Rosario is there, and how about that? A 3-pitch inning as the side is retired. Phillies down in order. We played 5 full, tied at 1. Striding in once again, Seth Lugo. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning. Popped up. And Santana will watch it into the glove for the first down.
Shortstop, number 7, Jose Reyes.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Jose Reyes. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Hit down the line at first. Gloved by Santana, and he'll step on first himself for the out. So he's just a third of an inning away from putting up another 0 as we take a look at the ball clubs with the lowest team ERAs. And we find that this pitching staff currently leads the NL in that department. And he lays off there 1-0. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And that one just missed outside.
And when a guy starts leaving the curveball up, that's a sign he's beginning to tire a little bit out there.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Odubel Herrera. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Odubel Herrera.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Reyes into shallow left, and that's the first out of the inning.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? 1 pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Nick Williams. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First delivery to him on the way. High in the air out to center field. Cespedes is there. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 3, second baseman, Ryan.
Digging in and looking for more, Ryan Goins. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. From the stretch. Swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
He pulls this one into right. Bruce is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. Phillies down on just 4 pitches. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Digging in to try it again, Michael Conforto. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The center fielder, Yoenis Cespedes.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. And I think the question becomes, how much longer are they going to stick with this starter? Fatigue could very well become a factor at some point.
Yeah, that's always a tough question to answer for a manager, especially when you're...
Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line in left, hooking just a little, and that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. Cespedes behind the ball and 2 strikes. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game.
Well, pitching domination continues. Just a total of 2 runs on the board, so both of these starters should feel really good about their showings. If you love good pitching, this has been the game for you.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
Swung on by Bruce, and he connects with it to right field. And as Mets fans have heard before, that ball's out of here.
You can call it unfair or just the breaks of the game, but up until this pitch, which was a big mistake, he was throwing a gem. Now he looks up at the scoreboard and he's trailing. That's demoralizing, but he's got to forget about it quickly.
Digging in once again, Todd Frazier. And the starter remains out there despite just allowing. And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Mets do pick up a run on this solo shot. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. It's now 2-1 New York. So next to the plate for the Phils, Rhys Hoskins. Due up for the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
On to first, and that is a big out to lead off the home 7.
The first baseman, number 41, Carlos Santana.
So now Carlos Santana. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw on to Gonzalez, and that's out number 2.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Ready once again, Pedro Florimon. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. And that's in there. Base hit.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
Now the New York manager's up off the bench on his way to the mound, and he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. In now, Jorge Alfaro. As he grounds one briskly to short. Right there is Reyes. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Phillies down on just 4 pitches. They're down 2-1. Here's Adrian now. He'll start us off in the 8th.
First baseman number 23, Adrian Gonzalez.
First offering on its way. A called strike over the outside corner.
One of the keys to pitching late in the games, first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Gonzalez behind, 0-2 the count now. Skied into very shallow right. Williams has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1. A look at our line score thus far. The Mets have come to Philadelphia, and they lead the Phils here in the 8th. Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Oh, a reaching try as he knocks it down. And the recovery won't be in time as he'll beat the throw to first.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dero, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. He'll enter play right at .310 on the year. 3 homers, 13 RBIs. Now a swing and a deep drive to right. And gone up into the second deck. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. 4th home run for him on the season. And the Mets open things up here. It's now 4-1.
Every run helps late in the game. And with this one on the board, they're now up 3 and only need 6 outs to end it. They've got a little room for error, and I'm sure they'd like to add to that even more if they can.
And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. Around first, he's digging for second. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his 2nd hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. No balls and 1 strike. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And it's fouled away. Reyes, the runner at second with 1 away. And he struck him out again. So that's the old sombrero there, partner. 4 strikeouts in the ballgame. Ready for another chance? Michael Conforto, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. 1-0 the count. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching it.
Too high, and it's 3-0. Three and 1 to the Mets left fielder. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
As we look at the numbers, we can see that he's north of 90 pitches right now. So it's not surprising to see him maybe losing a little bit of command. We'll see if
and the third baseman is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. But the Mets do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. It's now a 4-1 Mets lead.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Mets, number 39, Jerry Levin.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Somebody needs to go rattle the cage right here. Take the bats and start throwing them all over the dugout to get these boys going. If this continues, I guarantee you see a different lineup tomorrow.
Changed up on him as this is grounded to second. Rosario's got it. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
The pitcher, number 61, Eduardo Ramos.
Cesar Hernandez will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning.
Hernandez.
And no swing, apparently. Ball one.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat this. This is a huge half inning right here. They have to find a way to score a few runs. They do not want to face the closer needing 3 runs in the 9th. That means game over.
Hit hard to the right. Foul.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Now a swing and a little soft liner to the left side, but foul. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Hit on the ground to third. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a 1-out base runner. Number 9 batter comes through that time, as it'll now be up to the top of the order with 1 away.
Hey, I can't imagine that's the pitch he was looking for right there. But he did his best to keep his nose in there and drive that changeup for a base hit.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera, as he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. In there, a base hit. And that's the second out.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
Up next will be Nick Williams. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
8th inning, 4-1 is our score. Slapped hard the opposite way. But this is right to him in left, as he hardly has to move as he handles it for the final out. Jay Bruce will be the one to lead us off when we return. We've played 8 full. It's the Mets 4 and the Phillies 1. Back in the city of brotherly love for the 9th inning of this one on MLB Network. Hector Neris enters from the pen to start the 9th inning, as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1.
What a well-executed pitch right there. Just a little bit off the corner right there. Got a great hitter to go a little bit outside his zone.
Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Third baseman, Todd Frazier.
Next for the Mets, Todd Frazier. Here's the first pitch to him. Ball 1. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Now the 1-1 pitch. Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. 1 out, nobody on. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
That was a good swing right there. Might be the best one he's had all night because he was right on it.
0-2 count, and the pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. And Gonzalez is going to have himself a base hit.
Up next for the Mets.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ripped down the first base line. 0-1 count. Here it comes. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Dribbled up the line. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Mets strand 1 as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Jerry Familia enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth.
Batting in the 7th spot, number 27, Jerry Familia. Now playing first base and batting in the 9th spot, number 5.
Striding in to start the 9th, Ryan Goins, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, not impossible, but highly improbable. Even when you're at home to score 3 runs off a closer like this guy, they've got the work cut out for him.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Moving under it, Conforto. And that's the first out of the inning.
Up next for Philadelphia, left fielder, Reese Hoskins.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Reese Hoskins. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know, he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Popped him up. Right has room in foul territory. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The first baseman, number 41, Carlos Santana.
Here's Carlos Santana now. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw on to first is going to be in time to get him, and the Mets have taken the first 2 games of this series on the road as this one is over. A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. The Mets jumped ahead in the 7th inning and